Ur of the Chaldees, located in Namibia, South-West Africa. This is it here. This is how it look. This is its shape, and this is its topology. Ur of the Chaldees. This is where Abraham had his beginnings. He left Ur and began his journey to the promised land. He went from Ur and went to Mamre. Well, he went to Egypt, then Mamre, and Mamre is in Hebron. But this is Ur. Ur is a small city, a city-state, located along the Nasab River. And Nasab is a place name used to hide, conceal, to cover up the Euphrates River. The Nasab River is the Euphrates River. And one thing we notice is that Ur, it is a small city, and it sits immediately east of the Euphrates. Another characteristic of Ur is it is divided into two parts, and both parts are connected by roads and pathways that we see here. Another feature of Ur are the imprints and impressions left in the earth and ancient borders. Ur is a city that keeps many of its ancient features are left untouched, but yet they are hidden. And we are looking at this through the satellite, and the satellite is blocking and blurring our view, allowing us to see only what they want us to see. As we zoom in, many of the features become blurry. As this here. But Ur has a ziggurat. There's a ziggurat in Ur. And that is located right here. You can see a partial ziggurat. Square shape. And the sides are set at an angle. But notice this. This ziggurat here is closely fit or placed, whether this building is placed very close to the ziggurat, a tight fit. And when you look at it, you'll think that this ziggurat is a part of the building. That's how close this building was built to hide and conceal this ziggurat. And also 3 trees have been placed to hide this ziggurat. There's 1, 2, 3 trees here. Now that's the colonists, the reductionists, the special interest groups, the Vatican, the United States, the Great Britain, and other countries that all are involved in the cover-up. The cover-up of the original black Jews. The people are covered up. Their land confiscated, stolen, and covered up. And their text, their history, stolen, hijacked, identity theft, and covered up. All of this criminal behavior punishable by law. But this is Ur. This is our look. This is its shape. This is its topology. As we zoom in on Ur again, notice the impressions and imprints in the earth. And this is very important because in Psalm we are reminded that the earth is going to cry out with the truth, letting us know that these current features, buildings, houses, structures, they do not belong here. The imprints let us know that there's something else here that gave the imprint in the earth, that gave the earth its imprint. It was some other structure here, and that structure is old, it's ancient. So we know that these current houses, they are here for the sole purpose of hiding, concealing, and covering up this ancient city, Ur. And that's how you hide an old city. That's exactly how you hide the ancient cities of the past. You build new houses, modern features and structures on top of the old, thereby concealing the old, covering it up, hiding it, and then you rename it. You rename it to Leonardville. Leonardville. Is renamed to Leonardville. Leonard was a real historical person in the 1800s, an archaeologist who did most of his diggings in and all of his thefts were done in stealing confiscating That's what he was known for And this is this location here. This is This is how it look. All of the old borders are still left. All of the ancient imprints are still in the earth. If you zoom in here, this was a wall. It's now torn down. These are old perimeters that are oddly shaped, which is one of the features of the ancient time period. Oddly shaped old perimeters still existing in Now the people never called the city Chaldees. It became Chaldees when Babylon conquered it and controlled it. Because Babylon, the southern part of Babylon was called Chaldees. The northern part of Babylon was called Akkad. And sometimes the southern part of Babylon was called Sumer as well. And is kind of similar to Babylon. It's divided into two, just as Babylon is divided into two. Babylon sits north and south with its division, while is east-west with its division. So that means the southern part of Babylon, called Chaldees, conquered and renamed the Chaldees. And I believe only had about 4 dynasties. A small city, one of the oldest city-states that did not last or reign too long. This the Chaldees, the beginning of Abraham, sitting next to the Euphrates River that has been covered up with the place name Nassau River. As we go up the Nassau, we will see that it divides in two. This is important because that's the name of the river. The old original black Hebrews, they never called the Euphrates as a Greek name. They called it in the Hebrew tongue. They called it Parat. And the root of Parat is Parah. Parat and Parah both means to split into two, to divide, to make more. And that's what you are looking at here. The Euphrates, it goes north, and once it gets to this junction, it divides, it splits into two. And you have a white Euphrates and a black Euphrates. But the names are changed. This one here, the black one, is the Black Nassau. This is the Tigris River. The white Nassau, that's the Euphrates River. And the Tigris River is dark only because of the silt in the earth that gives the Tigris its dark appearance. Whereas the Euphrates, there's some silt there, but it's not dark as the Tigris. And that's where they get the white Nassau from, white Nassau. But the Euphrates is dried up. When you look at the Euphrates in the Middle East, that Euphrates is still running. And the Euphrates is supposed to be dried up. And that's due to the revelations. The angel poured out his veil, drying up the Euphrates, getting the way prepared for the kings of the east. And this Euphrates, this is the historical, biblical, scriptural Euphrates here. It is dried up and has been dried up since 1989. But this is it. This is the Euphrates River, and this is Ur of the Chaldees in Namibia, Southwest Africa, close to the Kalahari Desert. This is it here. This is how it looked. This is where Abraham had his beginnings. He left his father, his mother, his home, and he went. Ur of the Chaldees.